Hello everyone, you're on my YouTube channel and it's Danilo. Today I want to take on this challenge, and this will be a coding challenge. I will be coding in Java, and basically I want to find some challenge and show you how I'm gonna address it, how I'm gonna solve it in IntelliJ IDEA. Alright, so first thing we should do is to find a challenge. Let's find the medium one first. I don't think that I can really solve hard, at least in the time of this video, so let's grab a medium one. So I don't know, I've solved one of them. This is rock paper scissors one, and now I want to find a new one, so let's basically grab a random one. So let's say this first and vowels. Okay, write a function that returns first and vowels of a string. First and vowels. Okay, I kinda see it. So vowel is A, E, I, and I, A, O, E, A, U, and because E repeats, we don't want to show it, and O, E, I guess, invalid. What do you mean? Yeah, first three. Okay, it's a little bit easier than I thought, because they just want us to get first three values, so it's just A, E, and I. It's just A, O, E, A, U. So yeah, and if there is more than so if we want more than the actual number of vowels, then it should say invalid. So return invalid if n exceeds the number of vowels in a string, and vowels are O, A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so basically what I wanna make is just a function, so a program in IntelliJ IDEA. Then I'm gonna put it here and check if my approach is working. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we need to make a function. So let's first create a class. Let's create a class, and we should call it what's the challenge called? First and vowels. So first and vowels. How do you spell vowels? Oh, sorry for my grammar. Vowels challenge. And yeah, let's go along. So we wanna put here a main class, so public static void main, and now we wanna just create a function. So let's just copy the name of the function, and it should return a string. So basically we can say public, we can say public string, the name of the function, and what it has two arguments. First is string and the second is integer. So string word, I guess, or just string, and integer n. Okay, so this is our framework where we're gonna work, and now we should somehow get first n vowels. So let's first create, I'm gonna copy this method down here, and let's create I think private static string array, so string array, and call it vowels. We can even make it final because we don't want to change it, so we should call it with the capital letters. And let's initialize it as a, or even, I don't know, should we put string array or char array? I think char array would be more logical here, because at the end of the day we're looking for chars, so it's A, E, U, O, what else? I. Right, so A, E, U, O, I. Perfect. And now we should somehow get the first N vowels. So basically what I'm thinking about is to first we should create an array of chars that consist of all characters of the string. So basically we can create char array and call it chars, just chars, and say equals string dot to char array, and that will basically give us the array of characters of this string. And now we can say for integer I equals 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So we will loop through the n. You know what? I just think that we should not use n but chars.length. So we will loop through the first through all the characters, and yeah, that way we will be sure if the number of vowels is less than n, then we will be sure. Otherwise we would not be sure if we just use n. So yeah, basically my approach is just say char first values, I guess. No, sorry, first vowels, and initialize is just a char that should consist of n characters at most. And now let's just create a I think we should create another integer called j, initializing in 0, and it will indicate the current position of the next vowel. So if we found a vowel, we would place a new vowel into this array with the index of j. So let's say it like this: if char, so basically every loop, every iteration of this loop, we should get the character of the string. So we should say char or char, you call it as you want, char current char or current char equals chars of I. And what next? Yeah, and now if you know what, I think that we might create a second subfunction that will look for if these characters is in this array. If it is, it should return true. So we should say something like private boolean that would indicate true or false, is vowel, I guess, and let's pass here a char. And yeah, so it will iterate for vowels that length. If so, let's create a boolean. Boolean is or just okay, is vowel equals false, and if vowels dot or vowels of I is equal to C, to our char, then it is a vowel, so it's true. And let's break the loop so that we don't need to iterate more, because we already know that it is the vowel. And if it's not, it would remain is vowel. So basically we can return is vowel and we will know if it's a vowel. So now we can say if is vowel C. You know what, it's slightly misleading the name, so I gonna rename this to just vowel. So it does not it isn't the same as the name of the function. So we could say if is vowel current character, then first vowels of J is equal to current character and J++. So what does it mean? If we find a character that is a vowel, then we put it to the first vowels, and we will increment the J. And what does J indicate? After we put, J indicates the number of actual vowels that we already put. So basically we can create a new condition, or not a new condition that I is less than char.length, and I think we should use this. J is less than n, because if it happens that it's already n, we can break the loop because we already found the first n vowels. So for example, if it's 1, then if we find first one, it should put the first vowel in there, and J++, it will indicate 1, and we go to the start of the array, and now it's 1 less than 1, it's false, and now we can just return what we have. And that way we will definitely get or first n vowels, or we will get first vowel, we will get all the vowels, but the number of vowels is less than n. So basically we can say if first vowels dot length is less than n, then we should say return what we should return, invalid. So it's not valid number, and condition is always false. Why? Yeah, I know, because it will not give the real number of vowels, but it would give just the num. Okay, so we could use J instead. So we can say in J equals 0 here, so that we can use it after the loop, and just I guess even make it like that so that it looks more beautiful. So yeah, J is already defined. What do we mean? Okay, I think we can make it like this. Okay, so let's just not mess up with these loops. To be honest, I'm not even sure how to properly write this expression. So let's just keep it like that. So J will indicate how many vowels have we put into the first vowel. So if J is less than n, then it means that we haven't reached the n vowels, and if it equals to n, it means that we have reached. It cannot be more than n, because we will break from the loop, since just it hits the n and we break the loop, so else would mean that J is equal to n. So else we should return the string itself. So we should somehow make this character array a string. So we can, I'm not sure, but let's try. Return a new string of first vowels. Can we do that? Yes. Let's just check the documentation. New string allocates a new string so that it is the sequence of the character currently contained in the character. Okay, so I think it will work like we want, so it just will return the string of vowels. Okay, so let's just use our main method to check that. First, yeah, so why doesn't it work? Because it's not a static method. We should put static here, because we do not want to use this method as a member of the class, and we just want to use it as a static, just like in a namespace of this class. So now we can use first and vowels of, let's just grab the tests. I think we can just grab this whole thing, and and this should return the AEI. And let's just use system out println. I can use SOUT in IntelliJ IDEA, press tab, and what we have this. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out what we will have. And it is AI. Okay, so it looks reasonable. Let's now make a couple of copies, Control V, and just change the function's arguments. So first in vowels, and first in vowels. I don't want to mess anything up, so yes. And let's just check if it's equal to the outputs. Okay, A, O, E, O, invalid. Okay, so it looks reasonable. Let's just examine it one more time. So what do? We create a char array, create a empty array. I'm not sure what the array would consist of. If it's empty, I guess it would consist of something like this, n times, but I'm not really sure, so let's not even think about it, because it will not affect anything. So j is equals to 0, looping I till character's length, and j is less than n, getting character. If it's a vowel, then we will assign j++, and if j is equals to n, we go and return a new string. If it's not, we can go through the whole loop, and if j is less than n, invalid, and if the last character was the nth value of the char array, then it will work, and we will still break, and yes, it should work. I think it should. Right, and the is vowel false. We can use enhanced for, but we don't need that. Vowel's length AO, yeah, and if anything is equal, then vowel is true. By the way, we can use an equal because it's a primitive type and it is not object, and it will work okay. So if initially false, if it's equal, it's true, and we break, and if it's not, we will have false, and if it's the last one, we will have true, and yes, it should work all right. So let's just grab all these things that we have made, and let's copy them. So code, I think we should put it somewhere here. And yeah, so just delete this initial thing, and I think it should work fine. Let's check. And what do we have? Test passed. Okay, let's submit it. And is it okay or not? Yeah, we grab some 40 experience points. And let's put 5 stars, next challenge. Well, actually I didn't want to use next challenge button, because if you don't, you can just, let me go for a second. How do we, yeah, let's get back and see what other people have come up with. So it's on resources, solutions, yeah, solutions. That's maybe something interesting. So how did the different people, oh, they this person has used some, what's it called, regular expressions. Yeah, and yeah, I didn't really want to use regular expressions because they quite hard. I don't really use it a lot, and I don't know. So here is my idea. It's quite long. Yeah, this a lot more beautiful code-wise, but I don't know. Let's just appreciate what we have here. And yeah, so some different approaches, some, yeah, interesting, but yeah, many people have used regular expressions, but okay, it's okay, our approach is good. And okay, so I think I'll have to finish this video now. It was just a first video when I just show what am I doing, how to approach different challenges. yeah, so it was it. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying here. If you want, you can press the like button or dislike button. If you really don't want the video, you can write some comments down here, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.